The winter storm that you've been hearing about all week is arriving today, and it's now far more significant than originally anticipated. A massive swath of over 1 inch of ice accumulation and as much as 2 feet of snow is expected, and far more than 150 million people are directly in the path. This winter storm stands out not just because of its size, but how long the impacts are expected to last across the southern half of the country, from Texas to the East Coast, where snow and ice will overlap in extremely dangerous ways. New data shows way more snow and ice than originally forecasted, which has prompted states of emergencies in states like Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia, with additional declarations expected as impacts expand. The impacts don't stop there, as an exceptionally strong polar surge is dropping south. Temperatures are forecasted to fall to 30 degrees below zero over the next few days, with wind chills approaching 60 degrees below zero tomorrow. That deep cold will eventually push into the south, allowing winter precipitation to linger, blocking repairs to damaged infrastructure. So in today's forecast, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to know about this major winter storm that is about to slam the United States. Now, we have a lot to talk about in today's forecast and a lot of new details on the risk of historic snowfall in the United States, with a widespread 1 to 2 feet of snow being possible and a crippling ice storm. So let's talk all about it. We're going to begin with the future radar for today. This is the beginning of our winter storm. This afternoon is really going to be the ramp up of this winter system, as freezing rain and snow is going to increase in coverage in western Oklahoma, the Texas Panhandle, and back into Kansas. Now, later this afternoon, our freezing rain and snow is going to rapidly increase in coverage across Oklahoma City, back towards Tulsa, and all across the Texas Panhandle. Areas like Oklahoma have already seen a load of school closures for today. OU actually in Norman is actually closed this afternoon because of the ice threat, and it's going to rapidly increase later today. We're going to see a lot of freezing rain across Tulsa and Oklahoma City. It's going to be relatively light during the afternoon, but it's obviously going to make the roadway slick. Anything that's untreated is going to be dangerous to travel on. So big concerns there across Oklahoma. Our heavier bands of snow and freezing rain will be mostly in the Texas Panhandle and back into Kansas, but by late tonight is when this storm system is going to rapidly expand in size. We will have freezing rain from Little Rock back towards Childress and even near Fort Worth. Heavy snow is going to be ongoing in the dark blue. That includes Tulsa, it includes Fayetteville, and also towards the Texas Panhandle near Amarillo, and then some lighter snow on the north side of the storm system, mainly back over in Kansas near Kansas City. In between that, sandwiched together, is going to be some sleet. That'll be a little bit of freezing precipitation there, and that'll include areas like Oklahoma City around midnight tonight. Now, as we go into the overnight hours, Friday into early Saturday morning, this large band of freezing precipitation and snow will move into the Mississippi Valley, where we are going to begin to see the impacts of this winter storm in Tennessee and Kentucky. So if you're in Tennessee and Kentucky, you technically still have today to prepare. If you need to do any sort of last second stuff like get groceries, get a generator, that sort of thing, you can still do that. There is time to do so, but obviously this winter storm will arrive no later really than sunrise tomorrow morning for many of you. I do want to point out that there will be a large area of moderate to even heavy snowfall, especially in northern Arkansas, just outside of Memphis, and this will eventually go into Nashville tomorrow morning. This snowfall is not going to be nearly as heavy as the second band of snow that we're going to see develop with our next part of this winter storm. There's actually two parts to this. This is the first one that's going to impact areas like the mid-Atlantic and the East Coast sometime during the daytime tomorrow, and then the one behind it is going to explode in size by tomorrow night and into Sunday, and that's actually what's going to bring the very intense snow, freezing rain, and sleet for many of you. So this is basically the appetizer to the entree that we're going to see from this winter storm, and that back-end system that's going to form could actually dump 2 times more snowfall than this ever would, because the snowfall rates are going to be a lot more significant. So this system is going to get pretty complicated pretty quickly. As we go into Saturday afternoon, all that snow and freezing rain will move into areas like Nashville, impacting Memphis, where heavy freezing rain is on the table. Ice storm warnings are likely all around that area, as we could see over